Coming back to the screen of Windows. Now what do I do to get Remix in it? Is very first thing is you have to format the drive which you want to load your Remix OS, right? So we go to disk management, that is you get it in My Computer, or you can go to control panel. Okay, select the disk which you require, format it, right? Now when you format, you have to format it to FAT32, right? If you're using 32 Remix, right? You format it. Okay, you can make your partition by 15 GB or 20 GB, whatever you want to make it. I prefer to make it as 15 GB, so it occupies less space, as you don't require much space to run an Android version, right? Then once you do that, you close the screen, right? You come to your drive where you have saved the Remix. I usually keep it on my desktop, as here you can see my Remix here in this corner. On my right hand corner you can see that's the installer. I put the Remix installer in, right? Okay, very simple process. Then like I told you, you select the drive which you want to load Remix OS in it, right? My drive was E drive, which is 15 GB. I press OK. Okay, not OK. I go, then I have to select the ISO file of the Remix, which is again, if you see in the corner of my screen, right hand corner, you can see a white circle, desktop. Yeah, you go into desktop, here in the corner it is a white circle. Okay, but you have to go through this procedure itself. Okay, you go to My Computer, desktop, then there you have your Remix which is there, that's the installer. Yes, that's the same thing, right? You go to the Remix installer, you click it and you open. Once you open, then you have your drive loaded inside. You just press OK, and then you got to wait for some time, right? It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to load. It depends, and as it's an operating system, if you got a very high speed computer, it will work faster. But please follow every single instruction which I'm giving you on the screen, so that you will be successful in loading Android Remix OS. Now this is Remix 3, right, which is very good. It supports all applications, whatever you require to use, whether you want to use for educational purpose, whether you want to use it for games. I've done it because I'm a teacher and I require to go onto Zoom and all this stuff. So this helps me in this purpose, as the small screen gives trouble to the eyes. So on that basis I've used Remix, Android Remix, right, to load it in my laptop, so I can work on it and enjoy not only the teaching of the students, as well as even playing games. And my son also takes the advantage of this wonderful operating system, which is Android, right? Here, as you can see, it's taking quite a lot of time. We'll just give a pause for it. I don't think so. Yeah, it should be working now very soon. Yeah, I have not taken the pause, as I think that it's better to keep it running so that you get an idea that how much time it actually takes to load, right? Because some people may not be having enough of time and think. Yeah, there you can see it's loading up. Yeah, and you can see the speed is loading also. Okay, it comes right up to 98, 99, and it gives again one small pause as it's loading the main booting log. You know what's the booting log? Yeah, it takes time to boot the log, so that when you run Windows, okay, when you run Windows, you first start Windows, then you restart it, and you come back and you have your Remix. But before that, you see, once this gets loaded, then it will ask you to reboot. Once it gets loaded, yeah, you'll find it now. Within a second, it will just simply show that it's loaded. Give a few seconds, and your Remix should be loaded right now. Another few seconds, I can say. Sorry that I make you wait for long, but that's the system. As I said, I'm using an old laptop which is around about 10 to 12 years old, so mine takes a little extra time, but once it starts functioning, you will enjoy it. I'll show it to you that how beautifully it has been done. And this is not the first time I'm doing it. This is going to be there. As I said, it will take some time. And here you have your restart now. So I will click on that restart now. The computer will go off and it will restart. There you can see it's logging off, right? Yeah, shutting down. So that's exactly what I was talking about. It restarts your system, right? Now when it restarts your system, you will find it takes some time. Okay, in mine it gave a little trouble, but don't worry, it's just a matter of time. I don't do anything, I just go back and I restart the PC. You can see Windows 7 and Remix OS. I selected OS Remix, and here the Remix is again started loading, as it's the first boot, so it will take a while, right? You can see it's taking a while. The booting has started, so not to fear, it does work, and it works wonderfully well. So please bear up with me, and I'm very sure you will definitely see that you see the video right through. You will not feel bad about it. Yeah, now you'll get your Android showing you there. Android is started, Android 8, I suppose, x86, yes, that is Remix, and there you have your Remix on the screen. So that's exactly what I'm telling you about. You have your Android Remix, which is just started. So I hope you like this part of the video. Now this takes a while. You're waiting for some time. Okay, Remix, as it loads, it takes some time. You can see keeps on reading. Okay, here it starts immediately, and it does take few seconds, but then it starts immediately, right? Then you get the, when you start a new phone, you got to put your details in it, right? So that's exactly now it'll start, right? The language, whichever language you have to pick up, right? Country, language, all this, it'll show you all these things which we'll have to follow, like that. See, it tells you welcome to Remix OS. Then you have your language. Okay, then you have to go agree. Then you have Wi-Fi signal, just skip it, as we don't require that part, right? If you have Wi-Fi in the house, fine, fair enough, you can directly set it up accordingly. I don't require it at present because I just want it for a temporary base at present. Then next. Okay, do not do anything, just go to next, and your setup is complete. And here you have your Remix operating system. Now once this is loaded, now obviously you require certain files. So from where you're going to get this, you have your Play Store. Okay, but at present I require to load certain files which I want to use for running. So remember I told you that we can work it according to our drivers. So I go into my drive where I got my application softwares. Okay, I click this and I load my application softwares whichever I require, and of course I require games, I require Zoom. So I'll just show you how I load it all. It's simple, like you install computer games, you install these things, right? Here you can see my Android app which I got. Then here 3D bowling, which I'm going to be installing. It's all the same, nothing different, totally same, and within seconds it loads, right? Angry Birds, click on it, install it, again few seconds, and it is done. So basically you're just simply loading what you require. Okay, I've got something more, aging booth, which you can play around with, making people look aged and thing. That's just playing around with it. Okay, again you can see install, and it is done. It hardly takes time. I'm not trying to fast forward the thing, nothing. It is just how I'm speaking, that's the same way it is loading, I'm loading it, right? Nothing extra at all. Okay, Bubble Blast done. We are doing nothing, we're just simply loading the way it is supposed to be thing. We require Microsoft Word and PDF file and all the stuff, that also I'm loading. You can see Quick Office, and it's done. It does not take time, whether you got an old laptop or you got a new one, it does not take time. If new one, it works better, much faster. Here there's a game which I'm downloading for my son, Traffic Racer, which is also fun for him, he enjoys it. It's a very big game, but it's really fun, and that also loads immediately. This is taking a little longer, as I said, it's a bigger game, and it's done. Okay, so in short, all these things happen. There you have my Zoom. You can see I'm going to be loading that also. Install it. As I said, I use it for teaching, as a teaching aid, so that I can get to my kids to teach them whatever I'm teaching. So basically, this is what I'm talking about. Android Remix OS. It's one of the best. You can enjoy it. Last video I showed you how you can play games in it and everything. This time I'm showing you how to install it, and here you can see Zoom application is installed. Done. So friends, that's exactly I'm trying to bring it to your knowledge, that it is great. It is great, just simple.